Hello everyone, today we are building a quarry. Well, not just any quarry. You might have seen your usual working quarries or O industries on YouTube, but today we are going to give it a shot for a complete abandoned quarry that is not functional and which sees some fair share of its urban explorers checking the site out. So let's come over here. We have plenty of space horizontally, but we are going to limit things in such a way that on either side of the abandoned quarry we can add a couple of farms to fill in the gap, and later on we can transition really well to a suburban sprawl. So I will go to landscaping tool and grab myself sculpt tool, and we will dig out some space targeting roughly 55 meters of elevation difference, and let's start sculpting. And here is our outer shape of quarry. Now we are going to start making some levels at around 6 to 8 meters of height. With our first level, I will make sure I leave some gap in the middle for our lowest level, and after filling this, we will do the same with all other layers and make sure the flat gap that we are creating, it's not too wide. In real life as well, there is very little gap between every level, and soon enough of digging up, we are going to reach to the edge of the quarry, and it's fine. It is not necessary to have these levels run all through to the ground level. We can end here, which will result in this nice steep slope, which basically can show the cuts that were made to extract the ore or stone or marble from this place. Maybe they started with this, went too deep, and then they started digging by leveling method once they found out this place might be running out of the valuable ore, and hence it shut down. And finally we are done digging the quarry. On the road again. Let's come to the entrance over here and build a road that goes to the quarry. So I'll grab the alleyway road and extend it till there. Then with the gravel road and the constant slope and stay on ground tool of Anarchy, I will take this road down till the end. Because of the constant slope, I don't have to worry about our slope of road being all messed up, as it calculates your start and end points and evenly slopes it rather than the road following terrain and being all janky. The stay on ground makes sure the road stays on ground and doesn't elevate into bridge or quay when terrain is down. Pretty handy tools, and just for complimentary, I'm gonna sculpt out a small area over here for a lake that has formed over here over time since the place has been left abandoned. Well, this is not going to be any grand entrance to a grand palace, but hey, we are using StarQ's ploppable buildings pack. The best thing about these packs is that they are not functional, so you can plop them and forget them. And secondly, which is most important for most of us, they don't force the terrain to follow them, so you can plop them in weird slopes and terrain won't budge. Links to the pack down in description. So I'll prepare this area over here. In reality, I forgot to hit record, but I'll come to ploppables tab and go to where we have industrial agriculture and grab one of these guys, which will become our main building, and I will place it over here. Then at the back I'm going to extend out a road, and here we will have some invisible parking, which is basically our dirt parking, and yes, this is working. You will get it later in the video. Then we can place some of the machineries that were left here. Usually you will not see these things in a quarry that has been left out like this one, but maybe later on I will reduce the number of machineries and we will have them as decommissioned, so just left to rot. Then we will come over here to the industrial ore tab and get ourselves some storage asset prop, and with this one I will place the ore surface around here. And because this place is abandoned, so you won't have anything in here, so I will dig out some space to show that they took every last bit of the ore that they had found or taken out. So now it's just an empty dugout space. Similarly, I will do the same right beside it. Now we will give a green light to nature to come and engulf this whole place with it. So I will grab this wild green bush O1 and O2, have its first three edges selected, and start placing it all throughout. We are obviously gonna make sure we don't place them on the steep slopes, so they will be placed where we see the grass texture. So throw this slow video out, watch this time lapse till I place these sets of bushes. So quickly I will just make another storage area over here, and then we will move to making some mine entrances. So we have these storage buildings, which, to be honest, if we have placed them inside like this, they very much look like mine entrances. I can see us adding quite a few decals on them, maybe some graffitis, etc. So let's come over here and I will add some real vision decals on the ground. I think I might remove the ones that follow the road, but the mine entrance can stay. Now I will come to our classic leak decals and start placing them on the mine entrance, and maybe some grunge decals on top of it. And just like this, we will add some more damage decals and graffitis and do the same with the adjacent assets and end it off with some overgrowth on the building. And to add some character to it, we will add some tire marks and two cars over here, and later adding some sims here and there to show that some urban explorers are coming over here to explore the mines, and they are the ones making all these graffitis. And this activity will explain our working car park that we added back in the entrance. I said it will make sense later, so here we are. And then we detailed the other mine and the lake together on stream. So enjoy some time lapse of the detailing, and I will catch up with you in a minute. And as you can see, we have completed all the detailing for this abandoned quarry, and this is how it's looking, and I'm really in love with this and how it has turned out. So let's start from the main entrance. So over here you can see that we have a lot of fences over here in the main entrance, and then we have also changed our main building. Previously we had a dedicated industrial agriculture building, but then now we have a proper commercial asset over here. We have chosen this asset because this has dedicated entrance over here on the side, and with all these sort of dual tone look, this is looking pretty good. And on the main entrance itself, we have some of these gates over here to really tell that this is a closed facility, but urban explorers have opened it and they are checking the whole quarry. And on the left, we have decorated or detailed each and every part of this ore industry, and I think this is looking really good. We have decorated all the belts over here, then we have added rust decals and every sort of grunge decals on this asset over here. And then for the main storage pit itself, we have some grunge decals, some rocks and some bushes, and we have done the same thing basically for the other one as well. And well, we have decreased these machineries, but unfortunately you cannot detail these because decals just don't work on these. And I thought, okay, I mean, we can make an exception for this, so you'll just leave this like this. And then we move to inwards and we have our first mine, and I think this is looking really good. So this is more of open, I would say, and it's more close to the ground, and people are not much interested about this area, so there is almost no graffiti over here, and we have only one person over here just checking the whole mine quarry out. And then as we move in, we have decorated some things with the fences over here. Here is our lake, and then here is our second quarry over here. So same thing, we have Sims checking it out, then we have a lot of overgrowth over here, and we have a lot of decal work on the doors over here. So the rust decals and some grunge and some graffitis, and inside as well we have detailed this together. And then on the left we have major overgrowth over there. And then as we move more inwards, we come to our last quarry, and this is the main attraction, this is the main focus for all the urban explorers, and hence we have like 4 of these guys over here with 2 of the cars, and then more graffiti, overgrowth, damage and everything. So we also added these decals over here to really break this asset up, and we also did the same for the this big asset. And we didn't stop there, we also detailed the inside. So you can see we have added these grunge and then broken cemented walls over there, and we've done the same thing over here. So we have really tried to push detailing in this one. And then we come to our lake. So as you can see, our lake is looking like this with the palm trees that we have added, which the small ones can act like fern. So I think this is pretty good. And then we have got one person checking out the cave, and yes, we have added a cave. So you can see over here, this is a cave. So for lore wise, we can say that this was another quarry that was being created, but then they didn't found anything, so they had to stop it and then leave. So this is how it is looking. And on detailing wise, on the top we have all these moss over here, and then we have all the bushes and ferns and everything over here. So detail wise, we have, I think, really pushed this one. Not as much as our other detailing work, but I think this is looking really good, especially with some dramatic lighting. And you can see how this is looking with all the farms over there on the background, and this acting as a transition between the farm village over here and the suburban sprawl that will be coming later on in the future. So I think this is a really nice transition for that, and I hope you enjoyed this one and you learned something or you had a fun watching this video. And if you did, then please like the video, And if you want to see more of these realistic builds or detailing guides or these tutorials, then hit subscribe and turn on notification. Do follow me on Twitch. I stream almost every alternate day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, enjoy the cinematics and happy building.